Hey guys,
I'm Zama.
and I'm Lanzi, and welcome to
Because We Said So.
Welcome to another episode, guys.
Another Wednesday in your guys' life.
A very chilly Wednesday.
Oh, guys,
mind
it's
you.
so cold. Johannesburg, what the helly?
And
it's cold and it's overcast and it's gloomy
And it was raining this morning. Kumanzi pants.
Kumazipan.
Yeah.
I literally hate it for us. I would love winter to wrap it up.
The end is near though. Like, let's get through windy August. September, Zam and I.
Literally so
Oh, you're gonna
up.
get sick of us. I don't want to lie.
So up. I've had enough of this.
I'm so sick. And every time I see a tweet about winter, I'm like, I'm going to comment.
Yes, I'm going to
Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna complain.
And I feel my people that hate this season, people that are pro-winter, good for you. But as for the rest of us,
we're good. And I've been seeing people tweeting like, oh my word, I can't believe it's getting warmer. I'm like, is everyone okay?
why do you
Is
want
everyone
to
well?
be cold? Don't you miss the summer dress?
No,
don't
they
you
really
miss
don't.
a two-piece? Don't you miss the sun?
Maybe they don't. Bashapika vibe.
I guess we're from my coats and things.
That's
What's
crazy.
in it? They like it because of winter fashion.
Guys, please. The
Like, fashion is great.
are not that important.
But it's also great in summer. I think.
Fashion is great in general, I think.
I think so. I think
think
it
it's
really
great.
dress. I don't think the season matters.
Exactly. I think fashion just rocks in general.
In general. How are you,
Otherwise-
ZX?
Show me, I'm Gucci. I've had such a long week though. My goodness. Long week, long life, long. Long.
Long live this
I
week.
feel like this is one week where I'm working for my money. Like, I can tell.
Yeah, no.
I can tell.
Definitely giving you have goals and you're trying to get them this week.
Yes, sis. But other than that, well, I'm going to go see my family this weekend, so all will be well.
I love that. Say hi to my family.
I have to. Sana, I will. And when
I'm also good, Chobi. This week was literally just busy. I don't know what's happening,
show me.
but like it's busier, like faster than usual. But
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. God is good. We're
God
so
is
grateful.
good. And the thing is, it needs to pick up because
If anything, I want to be so busy that I don't have time for anything else. Like, that's what I want. I love being busy because then you don't think about
time for
your
anything
life.
else, I don't know.
Chobi, but
Being busy, yes.
fair,
Time for
but like
anything else.
I'm saying, like you don't think about all the other stuff because you're so distracted. I don't want to think about the sad things in life, the hard things in life. And just, no.
Fairs, but I think I need balance. Like, I like
Fair.
being busy and keeping busy, but like not to the point where I'm like, ugh. And I feel like everything is just, I like it to be spread out. This thing of everything just like piling on you at once
Fair.
is a lot. And also when it's like next week you're not doing anything, so I could have done this next week and I'm not doing anything. Do you
I
get what I'm
get
saying?
that.
Like, and I feel like it always happens like that. Like you'll just be busy all at once.
All at once, and then
you're not
it's
doing
quiet. But I think for me, it's because my year was so slow, beginning of the year. So now that I'm busy, I'm like, let's keep it up. I'm trying to catch up for all the time I took off. So
Fair.
busy is good. Otherwise, I'm good though.
That's good.
Can't
That's
complain.
good. Wow.
Pop culture rewind of the week. Koningi, Abhim Saudi.
Go busy.
Go busy. First and foremost, we're going to start off with Mummy Club.
Mommy Club.
I don't know if you guys, obviously, you probably do remember Nozipo from Mummy Club. She has a daughter, also a stepdaughter, Coco. And she was, I don't know, doing some things on the internet this week. So basically, as you guys remember on Mummy Club, Nozipo was going through a little situation with her husband where he decided to take another wife, which evidently she wasn't happy about. But the kids were also not happy about it, as we were shown on the show. But now, Chigi, we see the kids went to the wedding, which was a shocker, but you know, it's cool, support your dad. Then another Chigi, Coco's posted up with the wife in question, looking cozy, looking all friendly. So obviously everyone on the internet was like, and then that's kind of weird. You're moving mad. She said, don't worry, I'm coming. Oh, then, Amy Thompson.
Yes.
Is it his surname?
Yeah,
Can't
it is
remember.
Thompson.
Yes. She then said her piece on the internet. We'll get into that. But she said her side, and then Coco responded to her, then explained basically her side of things and why she went to the wedding, the nature of the relationship with Nozipo. We will put the statements. What's your take, Chomi?
I don't know. I feel like for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with her like supporting her father. Like, well and good, he's your dad and you love him. Yes, you don't agree with everything that he's doing. We don't actually know if she still doesn't agree because that statement kind of made it that I don't know whether you agree or you don't agree. But fine, you can still support him or be there for him because he's your father. And at the end of the day, you are a minor. You do kind of need it.
Yeah.
So I'm not even judging her for attending the wedding and being there, because at the end of the day, she needs to be in her father's life. And what if she doesn't want to cut her dad off? Like, she's allowed to be in his life at the end of the day. My qualms come with the fact, I feel like the way that she's posting and going about it, that's my only qualm. Does she need to post those pictures and do in the background? Like, hello, like,
for real.
Be for real. I feel like there's a way that you can move when you're being respectful to the woman that raised you. At the end of the day, she did raise you.
Let's wake that up.
And you are very aware of all those things, like the fact that she went to go and pick you up from your mom's house because this man wasn't trying to claim you. You know all that information. Like, you are privy to the information. Yet this is how you still choose to move. Yes, she is a child. Everyone likes to put that in. But I feel like she knows and is very aware of what she's doing. And even if you weren't, people are calling you out about it. So you know, like, people are telling you that this is where so I feel like she's just being hard-headed about it and stubborn about it, because she doesn't want to feel like, you know, she's being like, nangbamba type thing. But I'm just like, Coco, I can never support what you're doing, Queen. Literally, we know the things that, you know, like the things that Nozipho has gone through. You know what she's going through right now. So I feel like, as a child who's been raised by her, she's moving as if Nozipho did something to her.
That's my thing. And I think my biggest thing is that if already us as the public are calling you out and we know this much of it, she has full context, but she's still moving that way where you know it'll probably hurt Nozi. Of course it's going to hurt her. And again, we're not saying don't attend the wedding, don't support your dad. However, you also need to keep the respect for your mother. Yes, she's your stepmom, but she raised you. She kind of saved you.
They were living together in 2023 or something. I was like, did you forget all of that, or what happened?
Or is it you moving with whatever's fun at the time because she's young? Is that what it is? But at the same time, I'd like to think, I'm hoping you were raised well enough by Nozipho to know that what you decide to do is not gonna, it affects the future, right? So your relationship with Nozipho is now going to be affected moving forward. She may forgive you because you're a child and you guys may get through it, but she'll never forget it, because
and she'll never look at you the same.
In a very hurtful situation, you decided to flaunt it for the internet and post it. Like, I don't know how to even begin how Nozipho, if I was Nozipho, how I would feel. I would feel so upset, blindsided, abandoned, lonely. I'm not saying don't go to the wedding, guys, but like, justice for me at the same time. And I'm still going through the healing process.
And I feel like everyone is moving, or not everyone, she's moving like Nozipho did something. Nozipho didn't do anything to anyone. Like, she's a victim of this circumstance that your dad put her in at the end of the day, and you know the type of man that your dad is. You're the one who posted that video. You're the one who recorded it. You posted it, type of thing. So it's like, what are we as the public supposed to think? Like, what are you supposed to think? The thing with Amy, I feel like Amy shouldn't have said anything, because I feel like really and truly ungenapi type-ish. But at the end of the day, she was just sharing her experience, I guess, about stepchildren. That Coco stepping into her DMs and swearing at her is sick. But at the same time, it's also like, don't speak on her. But at the same time, why are we swearing at adults in their DMs? Like, this is why, like, social media is where the danger is. Because here, Coco is probably looking at it like, since you've decided to come at me, now I'm going to come to you as an age mate. Why am I being come to you as an age mate when you're 18?
You're a kid. You even in high school, guys. You're coming at me like you're one of the housewives or something.
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
I guess also a part of me is also looking at how she was raised, right? And obviously, I don't know how Nozipho raised her. I don't know how actual mom raised her. Her dad clearly sucks. Sorry. He will not get any positive comments from me. But I would like to think, should know that even though Mutom Dala talking bad on you, you kind of had to take that L because she's older than you.
You have to take it out.
Even if you do address it with poise, to be like,
seriously,
I think you should stay out of our business because it's a family thing.
Yes.
And like, I'm young. So.
I was even going to say, she doesn't even have to take the L. You can message her and say, listen, I don't appreciate XYB because you don't know what you're talking about. Or you don't have full context. So because this is a personal family matter. But the other thing is, you guys are unfortunately in the public domain. Like, your business is in the streets, and your family, the adults in the situation, are the ones who made it so. So if other people comment, whether they're older than you, younger than you, they're allowed to comment, because at the end of the day, your parents put you in the situation where we're allowed, or the platform is there to comment on your guys' stuff because it's on TV. Like,
we obviously have an opinion. Like, hello.
Type shit.
Yeah,
so that's the sad parts for Coco. I hate that she's going through that. And I feel like the changes she's going through as a teenager, like most of us will deal with like a little divorce, like a little, she's going through so much. Like, and it's on TV. And it's, so I do like extend a lot of grace to her because I can imagine it's not an easy thing to deal with in the public eye. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, an adult in her life, the adults in her life need to be like, you know what, this is not the way to move. And I would think the adults in her life wouldn't want her swearing at adults.
Exactly. I would like to think.
I would think.
Tell her phone.
Grounded.
Grounding. Bring back grounding. Actually, is it gone? I wouldn't know. But bring back grounding. But like Nozipho, strength to you, love to you.
Yeah, she always good love for me.
She will always.
Like, I love her so much.
Have a fan in me.
Yeah.
But like, the rest of that whole dynamic just seems like a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't wish it on anyone, but stay strong. Go get Lula. I saw she's getting a mummy makeover.
Apparently she's getting a tummy tuck and stuff. And I was like, you know what, Queen? Period. Like, whatever's going to make you feel good,
just be hard right now because there's nothing else to do.
And the remedy is sometimes just being hard.
Yeah, just be hard. And we always talk about that post-divorce glow.
Yes.
Yes, so...
For sure. We will be there.
We will.
We will be there.
Next is the TikTok that's been, well, it's actually a TikTok series that's been trending, which is going from as DELULU to his Gora, right? Which is where this guy, he's basically like a fitness dietitian guy where he helps people lose weight and eat better and all that stuff. So he wanted to put himself in his client's shoes and gain weight. And then once he's gained the weight, he's going to transition to his Gora to show that it's possible to lose the weight, right? So I think he's been doing it for the past 3 months. So he's now starting this Gora pods. There's been a lot of discourse, as per usual. Different takes on the situation. I think the biggest one that I saw, though, was people saying that it's perpetuating the idea that people that are overweight are overweight because they don't eat well, where some people it's genetics or it's in the DNA or maybe it's a medical thing. It's not just because they eat like this, because some people that are overweight do eat well and then still don't lose the weight or end up having to get gastric surgery or whatever it may be. So that one stuck out to me, and I'm like, I don't think that's what he's trying to do, because he specifically said it's for people that are on weight loss journeys. So I think we're deeping it too much. Like, we're missing the point to say he's trying to highlight that if you eat like this, this is the result, whether you're overweight or not, because he wasn't overweight when he started. So even me, the size I am right now, who's watching all of that, I'm like, oh my God, takeout is actually kind of sick. Coke is sick because that's all he drank. He didn't drink a crumb of water or any other beverage besides Hennessy, I think. It's almost opening up our eyes, not just for people who are overweight and want to lose weight, just in general to what your eating habits. But I think people are deeping it way, like the think pieces to me.
I think so as well. I don't understand how people came to that conclusion, if I'm being completely honest with you. If you're looking at it for what it is, right? This is someone who said they are going to be gaining a lot of weight so that they can lose weight with their people, so that they can do this, like do the journey together.
With his clients.
How on earth is it perpetuating those stereotypes? Because at the end of the day, guys, he had to gain weight some way. And it happened to be because he needed to eat food. And the thing is also, he can't now be gaining the weight over a year at the end of the day, because the stuff that he's doing is not healthy. He set a timeline. He said 120 days. He knows exactly what to eat to get to a specific weight, being the DELULU weight, in 120 days. That's probably what he felt like was going to be the quickest way for him to get there. I feel like now these other things, what are we talking about, actually?
It's an experiment. Like, it's quite literally an experiment. It's not a lifestyle.
Yes.
Also, he's not saying you eat like that every day.
He didn't say you eat like that.
Yes, he's saying I'm trying to get to a certain weight, so I'm going to eat like this.
Yes, I don't get why people are touched, because he never said you. This is why you are...
He never said that because you guys eat like this every day.
Yes, he never said that. He said, I'm going to get to a certain weight eating like this.
What I'm picking up from it is, oh my God, when he ate this, these are the calories. And then if I take out 2 days in a row with Coke 2 days in a row, that means this is what I'm
actually eating.
That's how I'm looking at it
as well.
At the same time, though, I guess we're speaking from a privileged place of we're not overweight. We've never experienced that.
I can even speak from I have been overweight.
Yeah, true. You actually have.
Literally. And even as a person who was very overweight, I've never took anything that he's done. And even the way that he's been speaking about it throughout this journey, it's never given to me like, let's fat shame people. Let's make you sick. It hasn't given that. It's given, listen, these foods are not good for you eaten in an excessive amount, the way that I'm eating them. No one is saying don't have No one is saying don't have ribs once a week or twice a week, whatever it is. No one is saying that. People are saying that if you eat like this every single day, these are the
result.
outcomes. Like,
whether you overweight
and it's the truth.
or not,
And
like,
it literally is the truth, guys. Like, if you're gonna eat takeaways and ribs and Coke and Hennessy, that is the reality of how things will turn out for you. That's not to say everyone who's overweight eats like that. No one is saying.
Here's the thing, though. People online were saying, basically, us with this opinion, we're like, oh, but you guys can't comment on it because you've never been overweight, you've never experienced that, like, being in that position, or you guys are not speaking from the other side. And I'm like, I get that, but at the same time, there are people like yourself who have been overweight or who are seeing it the way we're seeing it. So I still think that's the way he meant it, regardless of how you feel, how anyone feels.
The thing is, we can all interpret things.
This is how he meant it.
Exactly. We can interpret things a million different ways.
Yeah.
However, we need to look at the intention. And to be honest, because there hasn't been fat shaming in the weight gaining process, from the videos I've seen, obviously I haven't seen every single video is posted. From the stuff I've seen, it's never given fat shaming. It's given, this is your journey. I'm taking you guys on with me. When we get to this destination, now I'm going to show you guys that this is how we can lose weight. And I even watched the first, because now he's transitioned to the scorer part.
Yeah,
he's transitioned to the scorer part. And I even watched his first day. Like, he was eating a pretty, like, normal-ish type of way that a lot of people eat. He was just salad. Yes, but he was literally just incorporating, walking more, doing this, doing that. And I was like, guys, this is really healthy. Like, I'm sorry to say, this is the easiest, one of the best ways I feel like that you can represent that. You don't have to do something like crazy drastic, like starve yourself and do whatever. Just walk a little more, do this a little more, cut back on this, have more water, do a little. I feel like it's a very realistic way to show people that it doesn't have to be something scary. Losing weight doesn't have to be something that feels unattainable.
Yes.
It needs to feel like something that you can do.
That you can do. And also, I want to give him dab to say, there's a lot of these fitness people online, or just in general, dietitians, people giving us tips and tricks, whatever. I think it's so refreshing that he was like, I can't just talk. Let me talk the talk. Let me walk the walk.
Let me walk the walk.
Let me gain the weight. Let me show you how to lose it, and show you the realistic side to say, you don't have to wake up one day and start eating greens. Like, you can ease yourself into it. And I think that will sell to people more, or resonate to people more than people that are like, stop eating this, eat these foods, 100%. Drink this.
Or people are going to restrict your diet.
Yes, because also, I think we all feel this way. Whenever you see it on TikTok where people are like, you need to do this in your routine, it can feel like a lot of pressure, or like, oh, now I have to buy these yogurts and these fruits, and you end up not starting because you feel like this is a lot. I don't have a juicer. I think he's trying to make it relatable where you can start the journey with what you have in a realistic way, whether you are overweight or not. Because even the weight he's at is not the biggest weights, right? But it's bigger than for his body type. But I think if you are bigger weights, or if you smaller, you can still learn the same lessons.
100%. I even went to follow him when I saw his journey, because it's so interesting, and I feel like he's just doing something that I feel like is very unique. A lot of people, as we've said, are not doing that. The fitness industry isn't doing what he's doing.
They're not.
So for me, I was like, I love the fact that he's really taken, let me walk a mile in your shoes. Literally, like, he will be walking a mile in everyone's shoes. And I feel like there's great lessons for there, whether you are overweight and trying to lose weight, or whether you're just trying to live a more balanced lifestyle. Sometimes walk instead of driving everywhere. We can all take something from that, guys, because moving your body is important.
You can choose whatever you want to learn from his journey. Mine is the eating part. It's taught me a lot. For someone else, it could be the fitness part. For someone else, it could be the discipline as well, to be fair. But take what you need to take from it, but the think pieces, guys, it's actually not that deep, I don't think.
I don't.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him.
See you in the next 30 days.
We will be there.
I will be there, trust me. Then we in South Africa today.
Yeah, guys, all the pop cultures are South African. I hope everyone is happy.
And you guys have been wanting that. So I saw on the timeline of this lady. So there's a lady who has a YouTube channel where she helps with financial advice. Shout out to her. I've watched a few of her videos. She's really, really good. So check her out. I will leave it in the description, I think. So basically, someone posted a screenshot of one of the clients that she was helping, or people that sent through help. And obviously she has to post the salary on the screen. And the salary said she earns 71,000 and her husband earns a measly cute contributing 9,000. What did you take from me?
Listen, there was a lot of discourse going on the TL, but if we're keeping it a stackiolus, that is the reality of a lot of South African households. That is the reality that a lot of you guys who are laughing very loud.
You guys are laughing too loud. Broke people should never laugh.
Like, people are laughing very loud, and it's like, sweetie, you don't understand that maybe
That's
that was
the
the dynamic
dynamic.
in your home,
But you don't even know
home.
that.
You don't even know that because they've created South Africans in general have created such like that patriarchy is so like evident and embedded in our households that if your mom made more money, would you even know about it? And it's that situation of like, like when people go on dates and then they're like, if like you're paying for the date and your man's not paying for it, the man takes your card and pays for it. That thing sounds like a far-fetched idea to a lot of people, but you guys are going, that's happening in your real life.
It is.
So that's why I was like, the discourse about it was very, for me, a little bit like, everyone is trying to act tough, but you...
Genzeg as hell.
Yes,
Also,
it's diabolical, I will say. But I guess also, I can't impose my feelings about how relationships should go and traditional marriages on other people who might not see it that way.
Yeah,
So
true,
justice
true.
for others. However, when it comes to me, I feel like that's insane. So I feel like you are at it's such a huge disparity.
Oh.
If it's something, and I always say this, like I wouldn't mind that thing of making more than my husband or whatever. If everyone's rich, it's fine.
If
everyone is in the same bracket,
ballpark,
we're fine.
that's fine.
But if we are miles apart,
it's not going to work for me.
and also the problem with that, well, not the problem, but something that I've noticed that comes with a woman making more money than a man. Now, men feel like they need to show their power in another way in the household. And that is where the danger comes
That's
in.
where the danger
That's when the control, the power, that is when the insecurities come in. That's why, for me personally, I wouldn't be in a situation like that because
Same.
I don't want to deal with what comes with that. I've seen it play out.
Yes,
Yes, I've seen it play out one too many times. Nike Shapka that.
Yeah.
I don't like what having less money does to men.
And that's my main thing. It's not even just on the spoiling thing or taking care of me, or it's not even just that. It's the dynamic.
Yeah.
The power dynamic affects, and men are very sensitive. Their egos.
Yes.
So Nje, when he makes less money than you, he's gonna try to make up that feeling of feeling like the guy in
Yeah.
other ways. And Manda,
And
I don't want to be part of that.
I'm so good.
However, I also do want to say, we only saw screenshots. I didn't watch the video, so I don't have context.
And Swift
But-
doesn't know that person.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, we don't even know the context. Perhaps he lost his major job and maybe he was like, for now, let me find a job where I can at least contribute a little bit, and the little happens to be 9,000. We don't know that. Maybe he is someone who's starting a business, but in the meantime, we don't have context. I'd like to hope that's the context.
Yeah.
The context is,
Realistically, it probably isn't the context. It's probably the money he's been bringing home for the past couple years.
so she's just there for love and stuff.
Yes.
Maybe.
And
but
some
like,
women are just, remember that other story time? I don't remember what that lady's name was on TikTok. She did a whole like long series about how the man, she was making more money than the man. He took her car, the kids, all that
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Do you see that? And her
Yeah.
people are trying to make it seem like her story is so like crazy and wild.
Insane.
It is crazy and wild affairs. However, you probably know someone who's going through the same thing right
Oh,
now.
I do.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is people were just too much, considering it's quite a common thing in this country.
Yes, in the country we're
yeah,
in.
in our families even, like
Yes.
Genzeg. But I'm hoping for that woman's sake, maybe it's just this off-peak season and you're so vogue. But if that's not the reason, Queen, gay.
Akavuki.
Ulele.
Ulele, kesa.
Ulele.
Ulele.
Queen, your crown is on the floor. Pick it up. Because with that money, she could be grand by herself.
Maybe she's happy.
'Cause she's basically by
But
herself.
people were literally talking about how that's the situation, and then Mdenini, people upset at you, the wife, because Susu doesn't give them money.
Oh.
So look at you. The man in question, Arana Mali. So
He just doesn't have
you
it.
think I'm taking his money? Does he have?
He doesn't have it.
That's why,
Yeah.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these things, this is why I don't want to,
I don't want that.
experience it. Obviously, yes, everyone in relationship goes through ebbs and flows, and that
Yeah.
doesn't mean like if your man is in a down period, you shouldn't hold him down.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that for me to go into something, that's the onset, that's the life I'm walking into with my eyes wide open. No,
It can never be that little.
it will not be something that I'm trying to do. Is what I'm saying.
But gay is funny. She loves her king, and like, good for her.
I mean, to be fair, she didn't say that. She just gave people the
True,
her
we
big-
actually don't know.
She actually didn't say she loves him.
It was a financial video. It wasn't a gossip page or
She
something.
didn't say like I love it here. She just said here is my stats.
You see. Then lastly, Big Nans. You know what? Love Big Nans. Love her down.
Guys, I'm tired
I
and I don't like
And I
you
first
guys.
discovered her on that reality show, Beyond Borders, which was dating Christian. I loved her. That was
Literally.
not loved. I still love her, but
Yeah.
like I started loving her then. Queen.
And she was the biggest queen on that show.
No, literally.
Does she know that?
Hot as fuck too.
Yeah.
Might I add? Face card. So you guys know this. On the TL, she basically, someone posted a video from her vlog where she basically said, you guys are not watching her ads. And she's not happy about that because it's her mainstream of income and she works very hard. She posts every week, sometimes twice a week. She has 100K subscribers, shout outs, but you guys are not watching the ads.
Yeah, and it was quite a big crash out
And
because
she crashed out.
yeah.
I get called ads because some big names. Watch her ads, guys. But I just
Watch
want
her
to
ads,
say, I just want to say, obviously love her loads, but my take on this is that, unfortunately, putting all your eggs in one basket, and the basket being YouTube, where people don't owe you anything. People watch.
Eggs aren't even in one basket though.
But she said it's her mainstream of income. It's basically
But she has other jobs.
fair, but I guess let me say her biggest basket thing.
Yeah,
right.
biggest basket.
But that being her biggest basket is very tricky because at the end of the day, this is a very ebbs and flows type thing, and people don't owe you anything. They're watching because they want to. So if the person wants to skip the ad, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that as YouTubers. We can ask, we can hope so, but if it doesn't happen, I don't feel like I can get upset because it's not something that's owed to me. Two, when I post on YouTube and I decided to do this job, I did it for the love of the game, let me say. Not because I'm like, I'm doing this because you guys need to give me money and you guys need to watch my ads. I'm doing it for the love of the game. The money is great, yes, but it's not the premise of why I'm doing YouTube. So if the premise is the money, that's where it's going to get very wonky because at the end of the day, people are not going to watch your ads. Like, they're not. People don't want to watch the handy ads. Sorry.
And some ads are like, guys, like 15, 20 minutes.
Sometimes it's 3 ads back to back. People don't want to watch that. Some loyal subscribers, they come and gag, they do watch the ads. I appreciate that. Thank you. But like, they don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd like to do that because I support you as one of my favorite creators, but no one has to do it.
Yeah.
So that's my take on that.
Yeah, I think for me, I come from the old school of YouTube where I used to watch a lot of American YouTubers and they would literally always say like, you can't force people to watch your ads. And if you do YouTube because you want money, it's never going to do what you think it's going to do for you. Like, that has always been my school of thought throughout my YouTube career. I've never come on here being like, I'm coming on here for the AdSense, because at the end of the day, sometimes you're having an amazing AdSense month. Other days you are having the worst one. And also, like, I think, like, working with a YouTube manager a couple years ago, hearing how much the discrepancy is between what we get paid and what Americans and everyone else gets paid, the odds of you making copious amounts of money here are very lower. And the other thing is, yes, there are ebbs and flows in the sense that you can have a viral video or viral moment or have a lot of eyes on your channel at one stage, so you're making a lot of money. Next month, you have less eyes. Your videos are doing just averagely or everything is kind of like averaging out. So now this might be the new amount that you might have to get used to. I don't think there's anything wrong with encouraging people to, like, maybe at the beginning of your videos, just to being like, hey guys, please can you watch my ads? Because some people don't know that like YouTubers get paid by people watching their ads. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And she does do that in her videos. I've noticed she'll be like, hey guys, please watch the ads, whatever, which is cool. I think the only problem comes now where it's like, yes, like that thing of like, people now feel like I have entitlement thing. And I feel like that's the main thing with YouTube is like community. And I feel like building your community, people will naturally want to support you.
They'll just do it.
They'll just do it. They'll just want to support you. They'll just want to watch your ads without you having to call on it all the time and let them know like, this is. It's the same thing with any other app. Like Instagram, yes, we put a lot of effort into our Instagram pages as well, guys, but you can't force people to like your stuff.
You actually can't.
You can't force people to repost our stuff. We can only hope that whoever needs to see it and whoever is a part of our community will want to support us in that way. However, I don't necessarily agree with like that. I don't know. Yes, and I don't know like what to say, like that way of kind of getting people to watch it by like being angry at them. I don't really resonate with that personally because I feel like everyone deserves agency. And again, I post these videos because I want to. And I feel like for me in general, YouTube is a community building platform for me. I do it genuinely for the love of the game.
The money, the AdSense has...
like it's nice that we make money and stuff. And obviously, if you put in a lot of effort into your videos, you would like have some reward into it. But at the end of the day, I think it's one of those apps where you can't get mad at it because at the end of the day, it's just YouTube. And we are in South Africa.
Yes, even like whenever people ask me about advice on starting YouTube and stuff like that, my first thing is always, literally my first comment is, do not do it for the money. Because if the premise is the money and the AdSense, you're starting from a wrong place. Because there's going to be months where that itch isn't scratched because the money is not that great. And also, I feel like on Big Nance's part, what I would say is if you're starting to see that people aren't watching your ads as much anymore, maybe there's something you need to relook when it comes to your channel. Perhaps maybe people want to see something different. Maybe they only want one vlog and not 2 a week, or I don't know. Or maybe ask your subscribers and say, guys, actually, what do you want to see more differently? Maybe people feel like the vlogs are redundant. They want more sit-down videos, more story times, whatever it may be. Perhaps look into that, but instead of it being, you guys must watch the vlogs, it must be a 7 son to see what can I do?
Or I was
Can
going
you
to say,
guys watch
like,
your ad,
instead, maybe you can focus on things like memberships and stuff like that, where people then can
Have to
actually
be.
buy into it and actually be like, this is how much I'm willing to put behind you as my favorite creator. And now those extra vlogs that you're putting on your channel, put them for your
The
members, the
membership,
people who have actually invested literally their money into growing your channel. And I feel like that's what I like that YouTube has done, I guess, for people who want to really like see how much money they can get out of it. But yeah, I just don't really necessarily agree with the shouting and stuff like that and the getting upset. And I get getting upset. I think everyone gets upset. Everyone has emotions. But I don't know, like let's also be guided, because at the end of the day, guys, it's expensive people buy data. Those ads are 20 minutes. People can't spend 20 minutes watching an ad, but they really want to support you and watch your vlog at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of that tug and pull. People are doing what they can. So it's like, I'm doing what I can, queen. Like, I can't sit to the 20-minute ad.
I'm watching though. You know what I mean?
I'm getting you the view. I'm getting your vlog out there. Maybe I'm sharing it. There's other ways that people support us that maybe are being overlooked here.
Yes, I agree. The fact that I'm even watching your video, let me rather speak for me, who is a YouTuber. I'm appreciative of the fact that you're watching my video in the first place, because it even increases me being suggested on other people's vlogs. Like, after someone watches Zama, there's my vlog there at the bottom. The more you guys watch, there's other benefits to people just watching other than it just being AdSense. And also, I don't agree with making people feel bad into watching ads. Like, I don't want it to feel like emotional blackmail to be like, hey, I spoke again. Like, I don't think it should be that. It should be, I'm watching ads because I really support you and I really F with you. Like, people in my comments will be like, watch Landy's vlogs because that's our girl. That should be the reason. Do you know what I mean? Not because she said, please watch them because her ads. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing, is I don't want anyone to feel like there's an obligation for them to be anyway or do anything they don't want to do, be anyway they don't want to be. In
general.
Like, in G.
Like,
if you want to comment on my post, that's amazing. I appreciate your support always.
Yes.
If you don't want to, that's also fine.
You guys didn't sign a contract saying, we will be watching your your ads. You guys are free to be you.
And that's unfortunately the nature of this business that we're in. That's why
it's not like Nancy Val.
Yeah, that's why I would never make YouTube my main source of income, just because of that.
Not a day in my life.
The uncertainty of it is just too scary for me to rely on 100%. It can be my little... Okay, period.
Cute little, or use it to save. But like, unless I'm living in America earning as much as about Kyra and Aaliyah, you're not getting it from me, unfortunately.
No, for sure, guys.
Yeah.
But we love you, Big Nans.
No, we
know
do,
this,
but
queen.
you know what?
At the end of the day, the day's got to end, queen.
It does got to end.
But guys, our topic for today, we are speaking about, is the DELULU... I don't know, say it is the DELULU. Is DELULU the SOLULU?
You are.
That's what I meant to say. Guys, that's what we're talking about today. I want to start it off, kick it off, by us just talking about delusion in general. What does delusion mean to you? And is there a world where delusion is a little healthy? Because I feel like everyone kind of puts a negative connotation on being delusional. And to be fair, it can be negative. But I feel like in some ways, it can also be positive, depending on how you look at it.
I agree, because DELULU could be you literally looking at something in a dreamy way, if I can say, like, in a just, I'd like for this to happen, wishful thinking, da, 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 da. But then DELULU could also be motivational to be like, am I delusional to think one day I'm going to drive a Bentley? I don't think I am, even though right now, it's not even giving Mercedes. That's okay. I'm going to drive that Bentley. Yep. Why? Motivation, because I need to work harder. When I see it on the road, it's not delusional that I'm going to drive. But then there's also DELULU.
Where it's like, you're being sick. Like,
be realistic. Like, we need just a drop of realism in the room.
Yes, I think for me, like, the dangerous DELULU is you telling yourself that I'm going to buy a Bentley next year. Do you know what I'm saying?
DELULU,
that's DELULU. To say I will own a Bentley.
It's not DELULU.
It's like, I'm going to, in these next however many years, do what I need to do to get that Bentley. I'm not going to get it. Like, there's signs if you're going to get a Bentley next year. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're getting a Bentley next year, there will be signs. And if you're not seeing them in your life, we're
You're
not
being
seeing
delusional.
No one can see it. Like they won't be.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? So I think it's also though important to be a little bit delusional, because I feel like a lot of my life is DELULU. I literally feel like a lot of what I'm doing now, I used to think about it, and I'm sure if I told other people, because it was in my head, but I'm sure if I told other people, they would have been like, you are
Hey, girl.
like, there's no way you're going to do that. But also because I guess like at that time, like people weren't really doing social media like that. Like all the things that we're doing in our job now, when we were in primary school, didn't exist.
Literally, yes.
People, like us even doing this, us
That's
speaking
true.
about it would have been very delusional, because they'd never seen
It actually was.
Yeah, it was very
like,
delusional,
okay,
but
guys.
look at us doing it now type of thing. And it's just like, some things, delusion can also just be like dreaming big, or just like
if it was a big dream.
or shooting for the stars. I feel like it is delusional when you're doing it, but if you do the actionable stuff to get there, it can end up being your reality.
But also, I do think it's context based.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because sometimes, let's see, in the career space and workspace, DELULU, being the SOLULU, can be a good thing for the most part, because there's goals and things and stuff.
Yeah.
When we look at it from maybe relationship boys and stuff, girls and stuff, the DELULU can be sick, because
And
you
9 times
could be
out of 10,
thinking,
it is.
you know what, we're going to get married one day, you know what, or you have a small little crush on someone and you're thinking, something's going to happen here. Nothing's happening, sweetie. Like,
But even in a general life type situation, I feel like you can still be delusional, because you know some people where it's like people who like lie about stuff and then genuinely start to believe their lies.
lie in Christians.
You're delusional as well, because at the end of the day, lie, fine. But if you start to believe that the lies are true,
You are delusional.
Delusional.
Like in the sickly sense.
like in a very sick way.
sick way.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's also like the love parts, and the people who lie a lot, like people who genuinely start to believe whatever things that they cook up in their heads. I think they're also people that we need to consider as a big DELULU. Can you think of a situation like in your life, whether recently or far away, where you like, you know what, like I was a little DELULU, like I was a bit sick. It could be romantically, it could be, we've already spoken about the work one, Kate. Can't be that. Something else, just a general life thing. I'll talk about a relationship. I feel like not a relationship, but like in my relations with men or with even women sometimes, when you feel like someone is one way, but it's like, I've never showed you that I'm this way. Like, and I've never said that ever in my life. You've decided that I'm this way, and I've never said that I'm this way. I feel like we do that so much.
Oh, yes.
I was going to say as women, but I feel like we do it as people.
As people, yeah.
Where it's kind of that thing that people say is like seeing the good in people, like seeing potential, falling in love with potential.
Falling in love with potential.
And it's like, is there even any potential? Do you get what I'm saying?
You
like,
put that potential in the room.
that's what I'm saying. You falling in love with Indengeko, because is there potential?
And that person doesn't have to live up to that potential.
100%. Sometimes we lie to ourselves and be like, no, he's going to do better. Like, or she didn't mean it like that. Or, and it's like, sweetie.
Because sometimes it feels good, Chubby. Like,
Delusion does feel good. It
but
is
like,
delicious.
once that DELULU falls down and you start seeing the real stuff, you feel insane. Like,
Yeah,
you're like, why did
what
I
the
ever
hell?
think that?
What
Like,
the
what?
I feel like I've had too many situations like that where I'm just like, you know what, Zams? This person's not going to do that. Do you know that? So, you know what?
Come back,
queen.
Come back. I feel like for me, it's the same, but also I think for the most part, it's like I just want it to work out this way so badly that I don't even look at the other ways. I'm like, it is going to be this way. But now I'm putting that onus onto someone who is not even bothered about it. That person's just living their life, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend. Whereas Pilela, and you're like, but I know one day you're going to propose to me at Lake Como. He's not going to do that. He's going to break up with you in 2 months.
He's shown you that he's not doing
He's not
that.
going to do that. And then when he doesn't do that, you're like, and Manda, he didn't say.
Why would? And the thing is, first you're in the denial phase where you're like, oh, why wouldn't he do it? And then you're like, of course he didn't.
Of course he didn't.
Like, come on.
But also, one thing about Inklizio will make you think of other things.
But what I was going to say, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
You can continue with your point after this. What I was going to say is, do you feel like the dating scene as it stands needs you to be a little bit DELULU? Do you feel like it does require you? Because you know how people always say, like, dating needs you to be a little bit of a slimmer. When you're in that situation, you need to be a bit sick. Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Do you feel like in this 2025, you need to be hanyani?
No.
You don't feel like it?
I can't do it. For me specifically, I can't because you will get hurt more. For me, in my experience, the minute you're like, oh, let me be a little bit DELULU because I don't want to see this too much, or let me be a little bit DELULU, at the end of the day, I end up taking the L, and that feeling is not fun for me. I get it in terms of, in order for it to flow and get further than it would get to, you do have to be a little bit delulu. But for me,
I think people are likening it to that thing where people say, like, you need to choose your battles in life. Like, you can't, it's not everything. I think that's what people are likening it to.
Is that not just compromise then?
I don't know if it's compromise. It's that thing of, like, it's not everything you're gonna, if you see something, you're noting it. You're not gonna call anything else.
It every time.
Address it every single time. You're not gonna, do you get what I'm saying?
I can agree.
Yeah, I think
I see campaigning at the end of the day.
That's my thing. And I feel like, honestly, if it gets to the point where you're with, and specifically in the early stages, I don't know about when you're in a relationship, because I feel like at that point, like, I'm gonna call it out. Like, I'm so sorry to say, but I feel like at the beginning, it's not everything you can call out. It's not everything, every little thing you need, or not need, but can, without it being like, oh my, what are we at war? Why singayegi? At the end of the day.
But at the same time, don't not say anything which now feels like you're settling at the same time.
No, I'm not even saying that. I feel like in general, even the people who choose to address everything, that's so real. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. But also, I think people are saying, like, when in the process of getting to know people, you can't call out every last thing.
I agree.
To be fair, you can, but like,
I agree, because sometimes, which I will say based on experience, sometimes you call something out and you didn't even need to, because it actually wasn't that deep, or you misconstrued something, or you had to wait for him to clarify first.
Yes, you didn't get land.
Then now you kind of feel stupid where you're like, okay, that was kind of dramatic. For what reason?
You have to let things land,
Sure.
You have to let it land.
But otherwise, when you're full time, I actually can't do it, because...
No, I agree. I think when you're in a relationship and you are people who know each other, once you've gotten over that talking stage stuff and you guys are, like, in the relationship...
switching the strict on.
I don't feel like you shouldn't be strict. I don't think a man should ever think you're not strict in general.
I agree, because
men should always
you
think
stop
you're
being strict, that's you leaving room for bull is in that situation.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. So you actually have to be strict to a certain degree. But in terms of, like, DELULU in, like, relationships, I think the furthest I can take it is, like, in the fun stuff. So if, for example, he wants to travel, right? I really want to go to the Maldives, let's say. And then he's like, nope, I want to go to Mauritius, right? I have to tell myself, you know what, Mauritius is also a nice place. That's me being DELULU in a sense, even though my heart really wants to go to Maldives. Doesn't make sense. It's still a good holiday, still great, but I'm being DELULU. I'm still by the beach. But
that one, I think, is a compromise, isn't it?
Fair.
Yeah, it's a compromise. But I was going to say that in general, I feel like people also have had this conversation of, do we feel like delusion is faith, or is faith its own thing? Because, you know, like, sometimes people will say you're delusional, however, or rather say that faith is delusional, in the sense that faith needs you to believe in something that you can't see, and something that you might have never seen before, but you just have to put your all into believing that it'll happen. You have to hope that it's going to happen.
Okay.
And also because faith doesn't have to be directly proportional to perhaps sometimes, like, a work ethic thing, like things that you have to work towards. It can't just be a thing of, I really want this person to change, and I have faith that maybe one day they're going to stop being like this. I have faith that I'm going to break this generational curse. I have faith. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be a work towards type situation. So what do you think about that?
You know what? I agree to a certain degree, because if you're not DELULU, then you end up dissecting too much, and then that's where your faith is now going to go out the window. So I think the biggest strength in faith is being DELULU in a sense. But I guess if we define the actual word delusional, do I like the word faith and DELULU being in the same sentence? Not necessarily. I don't know. I guess because delusional has a negative connotation.
I was going to say, I don't think it necessarily in that context would have to be negative, because at the end of the day, you do need to, believing in something engeko right now.
Yeah.
Makes it kind of
ties into delusion.
You get what I'm saying?
I think my problem is the word itself, but that is true at the same time. I think I need to remove the negative connotation.
And I'm not talking about, like, faith, like religion and stuff. I'm talking about, like, faith, like, I believe, I really want to believe that such and such is going to happen for me. However, I've never seen it before. However, I just believe that, you know, if I pray hard about it, work towards
work harder.
You know, whatever the case is, I'm going to get whatever I think that I'm going to get.
I think it comes back to the point I was making earlier to say delusion is motivation at the end of the day to be like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. But that's motivation enough for me to get working to get to that point, right? In terms of the things you can work towards, I do think delusion can be motivation, not necessarily. I'm just a damsel and just we'll see what happens. It could be, you know what? I think it's going to happen. So let's make it happen at the same time.
Yeah, let's prepare for when it does.
Yes. So I think
I'm a big stand on that one. Prepare for something before it is even happens. So when it comes to you, you are ready to receive blessing.
I guess it's a DELULU thought for me. I always feel like there's nothing that can never happen for me.
Same.
It doesn't matter how insane it may be. Sometimes
same.
I'll be thinking at night about my goals and stuff, and then I'm like, all these things that I want, they are gonna happen for me. And I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
Literally
I just feel like it should.
Literally same. And my thing is, I've never had a thought that hasn't come to pass. Like, there's nothing that I've really lamented on and really been like, you know what, I can make this happen if I do X, but that hasn't happened for me, if I'm being honest. So I'm just like, I don't see why everything else won't happen for me. Like, why not? We're going to have the big house and the kids and all that's going to happen. Like, why not? Do you get what I'm saying?
Why not?
Like, why not?
So why must I think negative to be like, that wouldn't happen for me? Why must I think that?
100%.
I think being delusional it's good for the body, like
it's good
mind,
for the
just feel good, especially like if your reality right now is like very mid. I think delusion is something to look forward to. If that makes sense.
100%.
Like, yes, things kind of suck right now, but this delusional thought we're having is going to come to fruition one day, and that's going to be so fun for me. I actually can't wait to have that husband and 2 kids and my Bentley.
That Bentley will be in the room with us. I was going to say, bring it back to relationships, whether it's friendships or dating. What are some signs delusional signs that you feel like you've ignored in your relationships in the past that you're like looking back on it, damn, like, was this the SOLULU? And do you feel like that delusion was kind of helping you avoid whatever you were going through in those friendships and and the relationships in general? And does delusional actually just mean you're trying to avoid whatever situation you need to deal with?
Perhaps it is that, actually. 1000%. I'd say in relationships, I'd say the biggest thing is that when, for example, I'm being taken care of and girlfriend allowance and all that stuff and flowers and such, in my head, I'm like, if I see something I don't like, I'm like, oh, but like this, everything else is so great. Then I'm kind of making myself delusional to say this is also important. Does it make sense? But it's like that other thing's also as important. But because this is so great, I'm like, does that have to be great when this is so great, which is the being spoiled and the girlfriend allowance and stuff like that? But it's like, at the end of the day, this can only do so much. So you're delusional, while the iron is hot. So in the beginning of that spoiling era, I'm like, oh, you know that other thing. This is but then as time goes by, I am getting the money every month. I am going on the holidays. But then I'm like, back at the ranch, that thing still sucks ass.
That thing that you put behind, it's still in the room with you.
Is out the room now. Now I have to remove the delusion and actually be in reality and be serious to say, okay, fine, this is clearly always going to be there. He's always going to have the resources to do that. Yeah. But this, if he doesn't fix it, you guys are going down. Now you're going to lose this very thing that you put so
because of the thing you want to keep
the other thing.
Pushing to the backside.
Exactly. 100%. Then in friendship, I think the biggest DELULU thing is holding on to the time thing, to be like, we've been friends for 10 years, so surely we can push through this. We can't, because she's done this thing. We can't, because either we've gone through something that we just can't come back from. Either the person's betrayed me in a certain way. I'm like, I actually can't look past this, even though we've built so many years, our connection, our families know each other, all that stuff. But unfortunately, we've reached a point where so the delusion there. And here's the thing. With the healthy friendship breakups, you are delusional while it's still like ending. But in that phase, it kind of feels like walking on eggshells and it's uncomfortable because you're like, this is not working, but we're forcing to try and make it work. Yeah. It's not working. Don't be delusional. It's not working. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I think for me, friendship-wise, a big one has just been like, you thinking that something that someone has done to someone else, they won't do to you. I think that is a huge...
As a man do, in fact.
Like, I think that is a huge one. And that's not to say something that someone has done in their past, they're definitely going to do it to you. But it should be something that you note, bank it. Because if it then, or even the same situation or a similar situation happens to you, unfortunately... They did say that was their
How shocked are we?
Are we that shocked? They did say that this is how I move.
Yeah.
And you said, Sick.
Get sharp.
So I feel like you know that thing of being like it could never happen to me.
Oh, it
I
can.
think those situations are big Delulu points because at the end of the day you're just a girl like the rest of us. It can happen.
It can happen.
There's
Even
nothing
just humans in general. This thing of this could never happen.
Yes, like those things can happen to you. Yeah, you're right. Like even outside of the relationships in general, it can happen to you. Whatever it is you think can't happen to you, you're just a girl. It can happen to you. Unless it's those situations where you know, like people have those scenarios, and this guy did this to me, and I just like handle, like I just had that couldn't happen to me. Some things couldn't happen to me.
Some things couldn't.
Like,
But certain things, like for example, when someone loses a job and you have a job and you're like, that could never happen to me. Chiggy, 6 months, you're unemployed.
life is long.
Life is unpredictable.
Yes.
Things can happen.
Life is long.
Think you're above it all because
But
life,
those other situations,
other things.
I am above it all.
Someone cheating on me and me staying. I'm actually sorry that
I am
never
going.
happened.
I am leaving.
Yeah, having a phone.
Hey, Dove, we are leaving. Sorry to say.
Dove.
Yeah, bye. But in relationships, what would I say? I just feel like in relationships, not believing people's actions and rather believing the ideas, like we were saying
Hey, the
before,
potential.
like the potential, or just believing people's words over their actions. Like in general, I feel like we need to get to the point where, yes, he said he was going to do it, but like he's not doing
He's
it.
not doing it.
And
And I hate it.
forcing it.
I was gonna do ass nigga.
like, close your mouth.
Get it
literally.
out of my face.
Close your mouth. Like, don't say anything to me if you know you're not
You
going
could
to
have kept quiet. Do you know that?
Jovi, I hate, if there's one thing that I hate a man
Empty
doing,
promises.
it's that. Like rather, and that's not even just a man in general. To me, don't say something you're not going to do. That is
Same.
the easiest way to piss me off. So I feel like people who, just don't stand on their word, and you're thinking because he said so. Like one thing about
Because he
saying
said so.
because he said so. Literally, guys, talking is cheap. Talk is
It is.
cheap.
Talk
So,
is cheap.
Literally, I feel like that's my biggest thing in a relationship sense. Like just believing that, oh no, like he's gonna change. Like he said he was gonna change. He's
Let's
not
see
gonna
the change. Change
Mara
my
change.
Change
A
my
single.
He can change that stuff on his own.
his own.
Good for him at the same time.
And Sambongela, congratulations. Again,
Not under my regime.
not under this regime. But guys, we're going to play a little cutesy little game today. I know you guys love a little gamey.
Gold reef sits.
Yes. The name of the game is DELULU or. So basically, I'm going to read out some sentences. You're going to let me know if you feel like they DELULU or are they the SOLULU?
Let's see how delulu I am. Shit.
Okay, first one says, I don't need to save money because I'm going to be rich one day.
That's delulu.
That is so DELULU. Because you're not
I used
rich
to be like that. but-
today.
I used to be like that, but I had to salulu.
You guys, at the end of the day, like you will tell yourself those lies, but
And life will teach you. This is delusional,
yes,
girl.
and I'm not even saying that it's a lie. Maybe you will be rich one day, and I'm gonna be so happy for you. But
But in
you're
the
not
meantime-
rich today, so save some cash so that you can be rich one day.
Fair.
Rapping right now. Anyways, 2, he hasn't texted me in 3 days because he's probably just so overwhelmed by how much he likes me.
Delulu. I thought you were even going to say he's probably overwhelmed at work or something.
Show me.
Even worse.
Even
Just
that-
'cause
yeah.
he likes me. Delusional. I don't think I've ever been that
Look
delusional.
Tanda. What must he do?
It's so
And
easy.
he's so overwhelmed. Like Tanda, he can't text you.
Chubby, and you know what?
That's literally
fair because I'm so lovable, but I can't be that delusional.
Do you get what I'm
Like,
saying?
I'm lovable. I'm great,
I'm sensation.
but not that great. You know.
But you don't even want to talk to me.
In fact, because I'm so great, talk to me. Text me now, nigga.
Guys, and literally text me right now. What do you think about that thing of people saying, like, people who are in relationships, he doesn't need to be texting you all the time, all day, every day. What do you mean by
Not
that?
my regime.
Not
again.
under my
Not
regime.
under my. Good tricks like her.
But I guess that's cool, girl. That's cool, girl.
Going back to the
Going
cool
back to
girl
the
chat,
cool-
that is very cool, girl. For
'Cause,
me,
like-
I need to know what time you woke up, brushed your teeth. Hey, I'm joking, but you know what I mean. Like, there's no world where, for example, you go out for drinks after work with your boys, and I don't know that. For example, Opi,
And we're in a relationship.
we're not.
What
At
the
that
hell?
point, siyadlala umdlalo.
Kumdlalo.
Mdlalo.
Siyadlala.
Siyadlala. Siyadlala.
And say Galela at that point. What the hell? Okay, 3. I bought a journal and now I feel like I've got my whole life together.
Did
Did you write in the journal?
Also, you wrote it down, but once you close the book, life here goes on.
And also, like, did you even open the journal? Like, having it is one
do it for
thing.
aesthetics.
Like, you have it. I'm happy for you.
And
but
then-
have you written any words? Do you have a plan?
Also, though, even when I used to journal, I stopped because, man, I accident. Shout out though if you do. When I journal, like say I say, oh my God, I'm unhappy with A, B, and C. Da, 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 da. When I close it, like I didn't have a solution. I'm so unhappy about it.
Yeah, and I think it even goes back to what's your intention behind it?
Yes,
Like,
'cause
what are you doing?
I guess, yeah, we're different. For me, it felt like a book of complaints.
Yeah.
And
Dumb.
it just gave, Nancy, you just opened this book, took a while and complained.
Dear diary, I had such a
I had such a bad day. When you close that book, what are we doing? Also complain. Also, it was kind of like cooking me to feel like, damn, I'm so complaining.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why I get people who like do the whole gratitude journaling and stuff like that.
Maybe I need to do that.
Yeah, I think that's the one that we need to lean into because complain and go ahead, guy.
Giving suggestion box.
It's giving suggestion box. I'm not happy about it.
No.
Okay, the next one says, I told myself I'm entering my soft girl healing era and blocked my ex even though I've still got feelings for him.
Please say that again. Do you know that you were reading a dilemma?
You're insane. I told myself I'm entering my soft girl healing era and blocked my ex even though I've still got feelings for him.
Solulu. I love that.
That is a solulu.
That's how we should be doing it. In fact.
Exactly. And the thing is, feelings into Zabantu, but like block him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Even with healing, you're going to do things you don't like stop talking to him.
Yeah.
But you have to stop talking to him at some point.
Because you'll never heal talking to him.
You won't. And he's not even going to care that talking to him hurts you. He's happy to be here.
He's just happy to hear from you. Yeah. Truthfully.
So stop talking to him
not.
today. Maybe someone needs to hear that, in fact.
Yeah, you know what? We're doing it for the girls at the end of the day. 5, I ghosted him before he could ghost me. It's giving self-protection, not avoidance. I think that's a little delulu.
Both to me.
Yeah, it could be a solulu, but it is a little delulu. Only because, guys, I'm really trying to get out of my ghosting people era. Like, I'm trying to get out of that. So, for me, as the new ZX, I'm saying DELULU.
Fair, like, as someone who's anti-ghosting, I hear you.
Yes, show me.
But
because tell him, like, get away from me.
It's based on how, like, you handle things. Maybe for you, it's like, this is the best way to handle it, because if I do it the other way, it's not going to work out for me. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to leave it at 50-50.
I'm saying, text him and be like, get away. I don't want to hang around with you. Get away from me.
But what if, when I do text him, I say something hurtful?
Don't say something hurtful. Just say,
I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say. So what if I can't handle things like that well? So the solution is to ghost.
No, you need healing. Yeah? If you can't,
I'm speaking for the girlies.
No,
that can't.
Yeah, for them. But healing for them, because
girl.
Honestly, guys, let's put the ghosting down. Let's put the down.
I've never been team ghosting. You need to confront that shit.
Yeah, I used to be, but that's why I'm trying to stop.
Now I'm at Okaso bumping into you, and now
that's what I'm saying. And let me tell you guys, a person you ghosted, you will bump into.
You will see them.
You're gonna bump into.
And some of these niggas will ask you. I hate that.
Yes. Even if they don't ask you, you end up feeling uncomfortable because you're the one that ghosted. Like, you feel.
And that's why I don't ghost, because I don't want to be uncomfortable for the fact that I need phone.
Yeah, and I'm going to stand on that business. It seems like you're not trying to stand on it, actually.
Yeah. You can't see that I'm starting on business.
Exactly. And we can't see because you've ghosted us. Anyways, 8, I still have my ex-friend muted but not blocked because I know one day she's going to want to circle back. That's delusional.
That's delulu.
That's so...
kind of like giving me the egg.
Like, block her today.
Block her, man.
If you are standing on business and you guys had a qualm, you need to block her. I feel like blocking needs to show where your stance is.
Exactly. And also, if she really does want to circle back, she'll find a way.
Where
there's a will, there's a way. But like, block her though.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. 9, I bought flowers for myself and pretended they were from a secret admirer.
Oh, don't even finish that one. Delulu.
It's so Instagram coded though. I don't want to lie to you.
Guys, people that do that get judged. Like, it's okay to not have flowers to post.
Safe. It's
like,
so
you
safe.
don't have to. A man will buy flowers one day, even if it takes 4 years.
You can buy your own flowers. And then
and say you bought them. Don't say they're from someone else.
Yeah, but actually, to be fair, whether a man buys your flowers or you buy your own flowers, do you need to announce who got them for you? They're just flowers.
Do you know when you post them in your story? I don't know where.
Exactly, that's the thing. So, yes, but for yourself, like, don't be sick.
For the self-love, for the self-love, like, please.
Don't be sick. 10, and final one. I believe I'll meet the love of my life at 6 p.m. at Woolworths. This one is inspired by that discourse where people were like, where do I find them? Go to Woolies after work at 6. I said,
Johnny, that's delulu, but in a motivational way. The same way I was saying earlier, because you might meet someone. You might. It's not saying you won't. I can see that face. I'm not saying you will, but you might. However, maybe it might not be at 6. Maybe go at 8.
Girl, you trying to pick up men at Woolworths. I'm judging you.
No, obviously, like, I believe, though, if you go with someone with an intention to pick up something,
That's when you won't
work out. However, if you forget about it, but you do kind of think you could meet someone. I've met someone who bullies, hey. But I didn't think it was going to happen. So I'm thinking, that's what I'm saying. It can happen. But if you're going to go in there saying, he's going to meet me today, I guess.
I think the thing is you can meet someone anywhere at any time.
Yeah,
if
sure,
you want
sure.
to meet them.
True.
So, sure, you can meet him at Wool's
You
6
can.
p.m. But like, because then utengi grocery go to against that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Or like-
Sometimes get your groceries and go home.
Yeah, because you can't rely on this.
Yeah, and
Maybe Woolies Dash, even if you think you're going to be tempted
get
to
on
look around.
get on the apps. Ikebo. This thing of going to the shops, people are just trying to shop. You there looking for a husband. Rest.
So he's married himself.
Put the
That's
tools
awkward.
down, queen. Like put the actual marriage tools down.
I'm
Anyways,
just put the marriage tools down.
Tools down. I don't want to lie to you guys. We are going to be moving straight on to our dilemmas for today. We are back to 3 dilemmas. I hope you guys are happy. Okay. I'm not because I got to read a lot, but I've got you guys and I'm doing this for you guys.
The last
okay?
one I can.
Okay. Hey, Puesties. I have a dilemma for you and I need serious advice. Firstly, thank you so much for these episodes. So, I am 24 years old, living at home with my mother and younger brother. My mom and I have always been super close because firstly, there's only 15 years between us, and secondly, she's that fun mom everyone wishes to have, but we haven't been as close for some time now. My mom has a boyfriend and they probably have been together for a year now, and they are always together. During the week we are both working, so we hardly see each other since I work at night, but on the weekend she's always locked in her bedroom with her man, and later on I'd probably also go out with my friends. We recently just moved into a new house. We were all so excited, but we didn't know that we're leaving our mother-daughter relationship at the previous house. Ever since we've gone here, there's been, I don't know what she's saying here. Her man is always here, even every week. It's been 2 weeks now. Guys, I'm begging you in these dilemmas, please, punctuation bands. Like, this person had one full stop since. Oh my God. With this man not leaving because he's also unemployed, I don't know. I just felt like we needed to enjoy these new house alone as a family. Before the schools reopened, my mom would ask my little brother, who's 11 years old, to make food for this man since he's scared to come out of his bedroom. My brother can't even eat his own food. He prefers to eat biscuits the whole day because he's lazy like that, as in he doesn't want to cook for the other guy, I'm assuming. I just knew that he doesn't like it. So I sent my mom a message asking her, why should my brother make food for this man? She got mad saying I was disrespectful. She came for me. She told me some really hurtful words that I'll never be able to forget. She even went as far as telling me to leave her house if I don't like her boyfriend. It's been 3 weeks now and I can't seem to forget the words she said to me. Things keep on getting worse between us because she's mad at everything I do. I'm not ready to move out because I don't get paid enough, but I know that I don't get paid enough, but I think she's saying I can't make it work. Should I just move out?
Dove, first and foremost.
Full stop, queen, though. I'm not afraid.
Your punctuation, please.
I'm not afraid.
I'm dead. Damn, that situation is really, really sad,
Yeah,
first
it's
and
a tough
foremost.
one.
I think your mom is prioritizing
Her man.
Indoda over her kids, which is really, really wrong. But first and
I'm
foremost,
sure a lot of people can relate.
yeah, they can. I think first and foremost, maybe try to speak to a family member to kind of let them know the situation. Maybe that person can speak to your mom. Because sometimes when you speak child to Mzali, the Mzali is seeing it as disrespect and not getting the message.
Yeah.
So I think try and find a family member or anyone who's around, or Mzali basically, to speak for you guys to say, this is where the children are coming from. And Chola, do your thing. They're not saying Choli. However, the dynamic is now messed up in the house and affected as a result of your relationship. If anything, life should still be the same, but you just so happen to be dating. So I think find someone who's older to speak for you guys. I think that's the best solution because she seems like she's just going to be defensive if it's going to come from you. And your 11-year-old brother can't be the one to do it.
I mean, justice.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I agree. 100% agree. I think it does need family intervention. It a family meeting in Dabaye, actually. It a family meeting with the elders in your guys' family, just so that you guys doesn't have to be a big thing, but just to vent and be like, listen, I need this to be sorted out.
Yeah.
I'm happy for mom to date and whatever, but at the end of the day, this is our safe space. We're at home. We shouldn't feel uncomfortable in our own home. My brother shouldn't feel like he has to stay in the room the whole day because he don't want to interact with that man. Like, at the end of the day, this is our home, and as much as he's visiting, this is all we have.
First,
like,
yeah.
he can go home. We can't. We
yeah.
literally live here. So, yeah, I feel like, and also even with the relationship, the mother-daughter relationship, I feel like it's something, again, that they should speak about. For her to just be like, listen, since you've been with this man, you done changed. Like, you're literally not the same, and I miss the relationship that we've had. As opposed to coming from to it, or like approaching it with more of like an accusational point of view or like tone. Maybe just come from it saying like, listen, I love you, I miss you, I love the relationship we used to have, and I wish we could get back to that. And what I'm seeing be the issue here is XYZ type shit. Just to like make her understand, like, sweetie, no one cares about you and your little boyfriend. No one wants to rest with your mouth.
Peach cobbler, bitch.
But at the end of the day, Singabantwana, and we live here, we shouldn't feel like we need to move out because of some man that you're not even married to.
Like,
he's just
we literally your children. In terms of priorities, we should be coming first.
100%.
This man being more prioritized than us is kind of crazy.
Yes, I feel like you just need to come, because sometimes parents just don't like that thing of like you telling you. Sometimes you need to come using angle of I love you, mama, so much, and using angle that she's be able to actually digest. And you know your mom, you kind of know how she'd take things. I guess you know now. Telling her about the man through text didn't go well, but you'll find another way that will land better on her ears. You get what I'm saying?
All the best, queen.
All the best, doll. Next one says, hi, girlas. I need your take on the spicy little friendship flop. I was a learner all through varsity. Books over brunch, period. But I'm in my final year. I found the sisterhood that I craved. Me and two girlies living our soft life era, clubbing, cocktails, the whole vibe. Fast forward, we're all working baddies now. I even drove them all home after our dinner date. Johannesburg traffic and speeding fine later, but whatever, period, queen. It does happen. Now, here's the kicker. My birthday comes and goes. Not a pip squeak, shouldn't say squeak, from either of them. One remembered a week later only to ask me for money right after. I still sense it though. Ugh, I know. Knowing I'll never see it again. Then boom, 2 weeks later, I see heartfelt posts for other girls' birthdays. I felt like furniture in their friendship. Should I ghost them quietly or spill my feelings before I cut the cord? Because honestly, I don't even think they'd even notice that I left.
First of all, I feel like they were using her.
Yeah, and I feel like the way she described it at the beginning to her saying they wouldn't notice that she left, I'm confused. You think you found the sisterhood. How?
Not giving sisterhood. There's no sisters in the hood.
There's no sisterhood in the room with you.
Dav, first and foremost, I'd like to say you have to tell them. Ghosting.
As hell.
You need to tell them with Bakjaila Gabi. And also say like, you were trying to build a sisterhood with them, and it's unfortunate that they've messed it up, and you were such a good friend to them. But you know what? You're going to remove yourself. They can do what they do. Yeah. That's their loss, because you sound great, queen. Yeah. So you don't need them.
You don't. And for me, guys, not wish me happy birthday. You soft launching a beef with me. That's what you're doing.
A birthday?
You're not hard launching it, actually.
You want us to hate each other, actually.
The thing, why I'm saying that is you hard launching it to me is because I wouldn't have known before then that we're beefing. I'm finding out via the fact that you are not wishing me on your birthday that you have a problem with me, because that's the only reason you're not wishing me happy birthday. What the hell did I do to you?
Sorry, we could never recover from that.
Yeah, we can't recover from that. Like, you can't even say you forgot. Like, forgot why?
How?
You forgot why?
But the next week you were celebrating other birthdays.
Like,
oh, please, you guys don't see me. And for that, you never have to see me again.
You never have to see me. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it sounds like there's always been a disconnect. Maybe you weren't catching onto it, or maybe you weren't getting the fact that maybe you guys just grew friends. And that was the extent of the relationship. Maybe it wasn't, because she said a lot of stuff about them going out and stuff like that. So I'm assuming maybe you've taken it for more than what it was.
Yes, she thought it was a sisterhood.
And it was really just there. Which is why I don't like group friendships in general, because now, what the hell? Now you guys are not wishing me happy birthday. So what are we doing? Like,
all we're doing is taking shots and stuff.
Boy, like, taking shots and stuff can't be deep enough for me to have a separate friendship group for that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like maybe there was a disconnect that maybe you weren't feeling. And that's what I'm saying. For them, they've hard launched the disconnect to you right now. Since it was your birthday, hard pill to swallow, because you obviously did see yourself maybe going the long haul with these girls, but these are not the type of girls you need to go the long haul with. No. These are not the people you're going to build with. So well and good that you found out now. Sucks, but we move.
All the best.
And my advice is also that you should tell them before you cut them off. Just be like,
yeah, don't go.
Listen, I thought we were girls, but we're not. So goodbye. Anyways. Okay, third one says, hey ladies, I have a bit of a situation. I used to have a very close relationship with my sisters. Everything was well until this year mostly. I haven't been living at home for years now. And to be honest, I've outgrown so many things, especially who I used to be. I'm 23 and finishing off my degree while running 2 businesses. My priorities have definitely changed and they can't seem to understand that. Outside of that, I'm growing and unlearning so many things and finally getting a chance to prioritize myself. But somehow they are hooked to the old version of me and refusing to give room for who exists now. Refusing to give room for who exists now a chance.
Okay.
I recently found an online conversation where they were speaking about me, and it's terrifying realizing that the people who you considered yours undermine you and literally don't know you. I don't think having a conversation about it with them would help because I don't trust them with my feelings anymore. Should I just decide to be grand?
Tricky because it's family.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to you. I think you should have the conversation with
Yeah,
them.
you
Be
have
like,
to.
listen, guys, I saw that conversation. It did not sit well with me. I'm very much hurt by what I saw. I don't appreciate you guys saying these things about me. I feel like you guys haven't taken the time to understand this new version of me that has come about. And I feel like, family does tend to do that, hold on to old versions of yourself.
yeah.
Not specifically when you've moved away from home and you start doing your own things. It's like you guys want to hold on to that old version of me, whereas I've done so much healing, learning. I'm busy. My priorities are different. I just have other things that I'm focusing on right now. And I feel like we need to also, as family, give each other grace to be like, let me relearn this person. I feel like you can't just be like, oh, well, whatever, because we're family. You always be my sister, so I don't need to take the time to learn you. I feel like that's not you seeing your sister type of thing.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. You can't not say anything because Nisa's a woman. You guys share the same blood, and you don't want to be in situations where, again, episode last week, where now it's time for community and now it's uncomfortable, it's awkward because you guys are not speaking or you have this resentment inside you. Like, just let them know in a very kind way. Like, you don't have to meet them where they're at. Be kind about it. Say how you feel. And yeah, but I also feel like you don't have to force building a relationship with them because clearly abafuni. But you have to have a conversation to say, let's at least be civil. But stop speaking ill of me. I'm not beefing with you. I didn't change for a reason. Like, I've just grown. I'm different. I live somewhere else. However, I'm still your sister. Whenever you need me, you can call. But let's be civil.
Yes, and like people have that narrative of like, no, like you guys just don't get that's like how sisters are type thing. I think we spoke about this in another episode as well. I feel like we need to detest that thing. And if there's anything that you see that they've said or any way that they're making you feel, you should be more than allowed to be like, I don't appreciate this, specifically because you're my sister and I love you guys and I don't appreciate the way you're making me feel type shit. Like, I'm just trying to get on with my life. I'm growing, I'm evolving. I'm just a girl. And I feel like it does sound like you want to keep the relationship with your sisters in as much as it's in a hurtful place right now. So I feel like it's not bad or it's not wrong for you to be the one to reach out to be like, listen, this is what happened. I'm hurt, but I would like us to fix it. I think you can bring yourself to do that.
But if they don't bring you any peace or whatever, then distance yourself.
Yeah, or just let it be a high
vibe. Civil, civil. Distance yourself. Cool. I think that's it, really. Moving on to music. This is where we tell you guys what we're listening to this week, what the Boosties are listening to this week. We have playlists on Spotify as well as Apple. And yeah, what are you listening to, Zee?
Actually, I've been dying to talk about this for a hot minute now, guys.
Getting free to be you.
This. I want to call it like I think it's an EP type situation. I don't know. But it is by Coco SA and Night SA. It's called GOAT Volume 2, GOAT Volume 2.
Anything with Coco.
And guys, it is so freaking good. My two favorite songs right now, it's Live and Love, which is got Night SA and Coco SA, of course. And then Nalsi and Zami. My other favorite song right now is called The Wordless Song. It's with Night SA and Coco SA, guys. It's so good. I need you guys to listen. The Wordless Song has no words. The other song is really good. It's really like Coco SA vibes. I feel like it's the type of music I'm going to love. Road trip vibes, again, that we haven't gone on. That short lived, that still hasn't happened. And winter is finishing, by the way.
Don't confirm me, though.
Okay, and Gishilo, confirm, Amara. We're still waiting on the short lived. It's fine. We'll let you cook.
Yes,
guys, literally, not just these songs, the whole project is sensational. No skips. Like, I'm obsessed with it and I can't stop listening to it.
Real. For me, but like boring, snoring, doring.
What are you listening to?
I'm in my oldies but goodies era because...
And oldies are goodies.
They are goodies. Shame. How boring is it? On Sunday, my family had like a Sunday lunch. So like, we're all playing old music. When last did you take a CD out and put it in the...
Oh my gosh.
I was having the time of my life because my mom has like a million CDs. That's where I get my music love and taste from. So we were basically going through like all her old CDs and stuff with my cousins, playing music. So after that, I was just in my oldies era. But obviously, my king, and if you watch my vlog, you know, D'Angelo.
Oh, D'Angelo. You're my lady.
do, do, do,
Ah.
do, 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 do. You're my lady. 2 P, someone's late. I'm joking. I've been listening to D'Angelo. Well, I was listening to him on the way here. I love him.
That's a Black
loads.
King.
I couldn't even say what my favorites are, but I will say my favorite album of his is the Brown Sugar album. All the tunes on that song, When We Get By. He
Guys,
is.
he's a Black King. I'm sorry to say. Like,
On top of that, that's, you know what?
let me
I don't
talk.
want to get into it. Let me not be hungry, dog, on this podcast.
And guys, you're hungry every week, so it's enough of the hunger.
I have a Busti suggestion. She's listening to Stone Cold Hearts, an album by Elaine, which I haven't listened to, but she says it's a good one, so we're going to give it a little listen. Local is like a
Local is like a...
That's what our Busti is listening to.
Okay, period. I'll definitely give that one a listen.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget, please go and download our playlist. They're on Spotify and Apple, as Lanzi said. And we have been updating, taking off, putting on. It's still giving. We also, some people were saying they didn't want us to remove songs, but I feel like removing is important just so that it's not 15,000 years.
I agree, because when are you going to get to the new song?
You're never going to get to the new songs
Yeah.
enough when we want to give you guys an opportunity to actually hear the new suggestions. You get what I'm saying? But guys, we have come to that terrible part of every episode where we have to say goodbye. Also, guys, I can't believe we haven't said this yet, but recently we were literally recognized by Apple Podcasts as one of the best podcasts so far for 2025, which is literally so
Clap, guys.
insane.
Everybody clap.
Clap, guys. Make some noise, y'all. What the fuck?
Because we all part of this.
Make some noise.
Oh, what the fuck?
Guys, literally, we are so grateful to every single one of you for being a part of this journey with us.
Thank you guys so
Thank you so
much.
much for actually watching and streaming. Shout out to my streaming girlies who are
No,
watching.
the streamers.
Because the streamers are doing such a real thing. If you guys want to find the link to our list or the list of all the other podcasts that we are amongst, I will leave it in the description box so that you guys can go and support us. And if you guys want to stream these episodes and not watch us, please stream us on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. Get our numbers up on there, guys. Subscribe to us, follow us,
Everything.
rate us, comment. We love to see the engagement, you guys, and appreciate you guys so much. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and we want to do something crazy. when we
Something
get to 50.
huge.
So I'm gonna need y'all to do a good thing and a real thing, and subscribe to the channel so you guys can see the crazy thing that we're gonna do. Do you get what I'm saying? But without saying too much else, my dolls, we will see you same time, same place next week. Bye.